guys, welcome back to Cool Campus Info, your preemptively PC guide to events on campus, such as Round the Twist theme parties and fairy bread eating competitions.
It's halal.
And because our channel has been consistently posting content for 6 years, with a bunch of marketing students using all of their expertise to come up with a super cool social media engagement strategy of...
Guys, I'm literally on the floor in tears. Jimmy Fallon's being nice to a guest and I'm mistaking that for humour. Check it out if you need procrastination material for the exam period. We've reached the 123 subscriber mark and therefore we're disabling the comment section.
Your comment wasn't appreciated, Isaiah, where you rudely suggested that we come up with, quote, relevant and engaging content for once.
I looked up what you did in the dictionary, Isaiah. Turns out, that's abuse.
You better lawyer up, Isaiah.
Yeah. Excuse me for a second.
Hey! Get on here and have your baby food, you little genius freak!
Go away! I study astrophysics now. I'm a big boy!
This week on campus, everyone's HEX fees are at the very least doubling.
Ooh, is Monopoly money accepted as a payment? Woo!
And if you're thinking about getting into medicine,
Maybe you should get a second opinion on that, because it's going to cost $100,000. Logical move from a government with a supposed economic agenda to, quote, boost jobs and growth, when Nobel Prize-winning economist Joseph Stiglitz has stated that the two undeniably worst economic decisions this government could possibly make is to meddle with university fees and Medicare, with world-recognised ANU economist Bruce Chapman adding that this plan has
what's new?
a lack of expert consideration.
Not true. We got NatSem, an independent social and economic research institute, which I myself once described as Australia's most respected modelling outfit, which has concluded that our ideas on how this could possibly help Australia at all is, quote, a fantasy.
That's right. Our Prime Minister's own preferred research centre has stated that the Liberal Party's views on tertiary education are about as based off the real world as Gormenghast by Mervyn Peake.
Don't make fun of me, Dad.
It's got all the elements of fantasy. You've got to really work on suspending disbelief on discovering that Joe Hockey, who, as a university student, was a key organiser in the protests against the initial introduction of university fees in the 80s, stating that
We will continue to go out on the streets and protest and actively encourage the public to support us in our campaign for free education.
Testy Pops in your 20s. What a man.
is now doing what the coalition does best, which is...
Look at this huge mountain of facts, and then based on that, take the absolute worst possible option so we can all play the game.
Can you keep a straight face saying?
Australia. Here's pretty much the only argument we have as to why we should gut any social mobility we once enjoyed. We haven't got a university in the top 20 in the world.
That's the Liberal Party's key talking point as to why we need to let all the universities in Australia charge whatever grotesque amount of money they wish for a degree, thereby excluding massive sectors of our society from ever even dreaming of improving their living standards, all because we don't have a fucking stat! Completely re-engineering society to purposefully create a massive underclass to get on what is in all practicality a BuzzFeed list.
Yeah, so stop saying we don't have a vision. We want to actively reduce the overall intelligence of our society to the point where the chief troll of Gormenghast would be considered a genius.
What's your problem with my dad? His only crime was to entertain.
You don't know I'm not a genius. You haven't tried me spicy elf pie.
Ooh, glad I don't live in Gormenghast. That could have been me in the pie.
Confused, but really glad you're on our planet too, Chris Pine, the current education minister who, in university, just like hockey, actively fought against university fees, avowing...
I feel it my duty to end any movements by the federal government to introduce fees. There is a world of difference between hockey and I enjoy being a puppet. Claiming we're going to slide into mediocrity, be overtaken by our Asian competitors.
Well, you can't disprove that unsubstantiated, very little evidence to suggest that that's the case prophecy by dear old Balloonhead. Which, because he's discussing a future problem with no information or even an inclination to suggest a deadline, he could be talking about 10 billion AD.
Even 10 trillion AD. Ooh, wrap your head around that, because that's pretty cosmic stuff, isn't it?
First off, if you were going to rank the importance of the university ranking system used to determine what the best universities on the planet are, it would definitely be at the bottom of the list, as it's only concerned with research output. Nothing to do with the quality of graduates.
Yale, skull and bones, man.
11th in the world. Nor the quality of lecturers or the employment rate of graduates, just that one tiny factor which affects 3% of the world's 17,000 higher education institutions.
Excuse me, we're conducting...
Wow! In the words of the M people, according to the Shanghai ranking system, this university is moving on up. So again, let's reiterate just how completely based off absolutely nothing but utter contempt for the Australian people the Liberal Party's tertiary education reforms really are. According to grown-up Damien from The Omen, we should be starving universities of funding to the point that even if they didn't want to, would be forced to increase the debt accumulated from a 4-year degree by so much that an average female teacher graduate would spend, instead of 9.2 years, 26.5 years repaying the initial loan.
That's more than a life sentence of inescapable debt. Not only just to get a gold star on a chart, to get one on a chart that doesn't mean shit. Oh, you cannot accuse us of not doing anything constructive. It takes a lot of effort to construct a policy that's that destructive.
So I guess again.
As if you needed any more evidence. That one pathetic justification, which anyone who's ever voted for the Liberal Party dimly mumbles after they've rammed through a mountain of reform, which is clearly against their interests.
Oh, it's cause they're good for the economy, bruh. Ooh, any shred of evidence at all for that based off absolutely nothing thought? I don't need any evidence. I'm the modern day equivalent of those 1500s illiterate peasants that would have been howling.
I'd rather burn someone to death than listen to facts that make me change my worldview even slightly.
That's okay, for if not this generation, then the one after that shall know that if you supported the Liberal Party even 3 months after they were elected, you, historically speaking, suck balls.
Lasting as long as civilization exists, burn, dude.
Let's quickly go over Liberal Party economics. The average university graduate earns about $1 million more over a lifetime. Therefore, from a purely economic perspective, investments in education are the most assured path to higher productivity and living standards.
No, I don't agree with that. I think that having a stupid society where everyone's too dumb to innovate and is statistically way more likely to turn to crime as a means of bare survival worked for, Yeah, let's copy the US's model. Let's be like the men instead of the women and children and go down with the sinking ship. Exactly! To advance society, you don't need a fair education system which enables social mobility. What you need is one gun university that no one except the kids of the richest 1% on Earth can attend. You know, those gadabout fat brains that never worked a single day in their life and they can afford to be off our chops 24/7, and we're the ones that are going to be directing society even more than we already do! Thanks to the Liberal Party! Pint for pie! I have a dream!
The Liberal Party on tertiary education. Morons with no vision turning the rest of us into morons with no vision.
Please press the subscribe button now. Come on.